This series is going to be about alpha men in the Bible, and if you stay around, I'm going to tell you about one of the greatest alphas to live. The first alpha we're going to talk about is the great patriarch Abraham. Abraham is the first and greatest because the entire Old Testament is birthed out of Abraham's faith. When Abraham was old and didn't have any children, God promised that Abraham's offspring would be as numerous as the stars. The Bible says that Abraham believed God. I'm going to talk about 3 characteristics and behaviors that Abraham embodied so we can have a model for us to maintain our masculine frame in our lives. The first characteristic is belief in the impossible. This characteristic is important because in order to believe in the impossible, we have to possess the ability to disregard comfort. As a man, the more you can engage and find peace in chaos, the more women will feel comfortable and safe around you. This means going to therapy, dealing with emotional trauma and pain, raising your self-awareness, learning a martial art, becoming proficient in hand-to-hand combat, learning how to handle firearms, doing a fitness challenge, the Tough Mudder, Go Ruck, Spartan Race, or running a marathon. All of these things require practice, discipline, and focus. Abraham believed in the impossible. When God told him to, Abraham left the comfort of his home and family. This is how we are introduced to Abraham. He is told to leave his family and his country. The second characteristic is integrity. A lot of beta men lack the integrity because they will make so many compromises with women so that they can be in their good graces. An alpha man is not concerned about what makes other people happy. The alpha male is not a people pleaser. Abraham, when he rescued his nephew Lot, came into the possession of a lot of plunder from his enemies, but he refused to take any of it for himself because he wanted to honor God. The last characteristic is purpose. Some people have purpose and become distracted by other things that can take them off their purpose. Abraham was willing to sacrifice his own son Isaac because the Lord told him to. Even when God's promise to Abraham required that Isaac live in order that his progeny will live on. Believing in the impossible. Making yourself uncomfortable in order to become a better version of yourself. Integrity. Not being a people pleaser or compromising your principles for pleasure or quick fixes. And purpose. Staying focused on your purpose regardless of what happens in your life or who comes into your life.